Hi, everybody. What is up? Hi. What's that? I was trying to see. Oh, sweet Africa was here. What up, Queen Art? What is up, Austin? Austin, where you been? Where you been, Austin? What up, Brittany from Twitter? Hey, how's it over there in the country? What's up, Dwayne? Hey, I'm on tonight. What up, Katrina? What up, Boss S Management? We got a moderator in here. We missed you yesterday. What's the restriction for student loans? I got to mix and subsidize. Not 100% sure. Hey guys, I'm just saying hi to everybody right now before I answer this question. Yay, I made it early. What up? What is up, guys? What are you just jumping? Woo! There are so many of you early. What? Were you guys like waiting on this or like what? What is going on? God, we already have. Woohoo! Oh my gosh! What up, Connie? Hi, what up, Corpus Christi? Spill it. Let's hear the details. Yeah, let's get straight into it. We'll get straight into it because let's get right into it. Get right into it. So if you live in Texas, you can now claim the winter storm as a natural disaster on your tax return. So the IRS came out and said you can claim the winter storms as a natural disaster on your tax returns. This means if you suffered uninsured or unreimbursed disaster losses, you can claim that loss on your tax return. So let's say you live in Texas, all of a sudden your pipes burst, water everywhere, went all over your computers, it went on your couches, it ruined everything. Okay, so let's say that happened, and let's say insurance didn't reimburse you, you lost all this stuff, and reinsurance didn't reimburse you. Well, you can claim that's a loss on your tax return. So that's what it allows you to do when you're claiming. So you can claim the winter storms as a natural disaster on your tax return. If you have already filed your 2020 tax return, you can claim it in 2021. So there's nothing to worry about that right there. If you've already filed your 2020 tax return, you can claim it in 2021. The IRS also announced that they're giving Texas residents till June 15th to file and pay their taxes. Everybody else's tax returns are due on April 15th, but if you live in Texas, that's been extended to June 15th. This applies to businesses and individuals. Now, today we're going to talk about, so another state is California. So in California, the whole stimulus package that we've been talking about, if you guys have been listening. Well, today California passed its own stimulus check for people living in California making less than $30,000 a year. So they said, look, we tired of you waiting, Mr. Government. You talking about you gonna pass it and you not gonna pass it. We sick of you, Mr. Government. So guess what? California went ahead and passed their own $600 stimulus checks for people making less than $30,000. The $1,400 stimulus checks are expected to get voted on later this week. Right. Today, Biden announced that he is also cutting off big businesses from applying for the PPP for 2 weeks. So this is your first time here. You have no idea what the PPP is. The PPP is like a bigger stimulus check, but this time is for these small business owners and these self-employed. But also, bigger businesses with more than 20 employees can apply as well. But Biden said, look, I'm tired of y'all. I'm sick. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all got all this money. Y'all doing all this shenanigans. No. So look, I'm gonna tell you something. If you got more than 20 employees, you are not allowed to apply for the PPP for 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, the PPP is only strictly for people who have side hustles, such as DoorDash, such as a YouTuber, someone who does Twitch, such as a barber, such as someone who cuts lawns, such as someone who has an Etsy shop or does DoorDash. The next 2 weeks, starting on Wednesday, February 24th, the next 2 weeks will be dedicated to those people instead of these bigger businesses. So Biden came out and said that. Also, the SBA announced that they will base your amount off of line 7. This is really huge. If you guys don't listen to anything else, this is super huge. Listen right now. Seriously. The SBA came out and said they're going to use line 7 on your Schedule C rather than line 31. Okay? So let me explain this. When you're self-employed, you're a small business owner, you cut hair, you do DoorDash, whatever it may be. When you file your tax return, you file with something called a Schedule C. Now, line 7 on your Schedule C is is all the money you made. It's called your total net income or your gross income. Line 7 is your gross income. After line 7, you have all these expenses. And then line 31 is your net income. Okay? So it's your net income. So a lot of people could have a negative number on line 31, which will disqualify them for applying for the PPP. Well, not anymore because it's going off of line 7. This also means your PPP loan amount is going to be bigger. This is extremely huge because a lot of people, weren't able to. What does that say? What happened? A lot of people weren't able to apply because they didn't meet the qualifications because they had a negative number in line 31. That is no longer the case because they are going off of line 31. Guys, I am hosting an event this Saturday. I think it's already like halfway booked. Like it's 500 people. I think 250 people have already registered. It's completely free. I'll be talking about the PPP, everything you need to know for about an hour this Saturday. If you want to join, the link's in my bio. I would have to post it somewhere on YouTube. Okay. Also, so with that being said, this means that more people, with Biden saying, hey, these big businesses, you can't apply no more. What Biden saying that you big businesses can apply for the next 2 weeks, in the SBA changing the amount, going off of line 7 rather than line 31, this means that more people will qualify for more free money. That's what that means, pretty much. All right. So that is kind of the sham-dam of what's going on right now. So let's jump into, I want to greet everybody here. I see you, Monique, with the popcorn. If this is your first time here, oh my gosh, got to constipate sneeze. If this is your first time here, kind of tell me your name, tell me it's your first time here, and so I can greet you. Also, if you're returning, just say, hey, Duke, or whatever, so I can say your name too. I want to say welcome back for everyone who's returning as well. I would like to greet the people who's for the first time. What up, Tracy? What if I already applied? I don't know if you already applied. What up, Gina? What up, Dre? Hey, Duke. What up, Jay-Z? What up, Ellie? What up, Duke? What up, Rebecca? Hey, actually got the notification. Yay, I got the notification. First time here. What up? Let me know your name. Hey, Tiara from Arkansas, Kiera as well. What's up, you guys? First time here. Okay, so if this is your first time here, I do call TikTok the ghetto, the hood. So if you hear me referring to that, that's what I'm talking about because it gets crazy over here. If you do ever want to move out the ghetto, you want to move out the hood, I'm also streaming on Instagram, which we call the suburbs. It's a little bit quieter over here. Like the average amount of people is typically like 40 to 20. So right now it's 80 though. So hi, everybody. I'm coming to say hi to you guys next. If you ever want to move out the ghetto, you can come to Instagram, the suburbs, and that's at Duke Loves Taxes. I also stream on the YouTube. That's my favorite. That's my favorite spot. That's my number one spot. That's the word. This is my neighbors. This is my family. This is the love. This family over here on YouTube. You can also join on YouTube at Duke Loves Taxes. All right. I keep telling you the view is better. I keep telling you the view is better than I think I do look at the screen more because it's more centered. But yeah. What's up, guys? Turn this brightness up. What up? I won't turn it up too high. Okay. All right. So let me say, all right. Hi, Duke, out the hood. Victoria, welcome. Victoria has made it out the hood. Welcome, Victoria. Welcome out the hood. Let me greet some people. I love the view here. Yay, much better view over here. Yay, came from TikTok. So we got a lot of people moving out the hood coming to TikTok. Welcome, Legacy. Nails. I haven't read the full about how, but I'm thinking it's going to be the same, but it's just going to go off line 7 rather than line 31. I'm just talking about the $600 the California pass. It's supposed to be going out for like 45 to 60 days after you receive your state refund. Out the hood, yes. All right. So what up, hood? The ghetto. What up? I like the hood though. Who here? If you like the hood, put your hands in the air. Like, I like the hood. I just came from the ghetto. Lindsay made it out the ghetto. Yeah. So and then hi, Duke. I'm out the hood. What about, okay, so we'll get into that now. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so who's here late? Who's late and needs a recap? If you need a recap and you're late, this is the rule. You have to say, I'm late and I'm proud. That's the only way you can get a recap. Because these lives start every day at 8 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. Central Time are when these lives begin. Hey, Duke, I'm sorry I'm late. Kayla is, I'm late and I'm proud. I'm late and I'm proud. Let me hear you say it. You gotta, and you can't just type it. You gotta say it. I don't care who's around you. I need you to say it. We're gonna say it together. I'm late and I'm proud. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm late and I'm proud. I'm late and I'm proud. You better be saying it. You can't just be typing it. You have to say it out. Don't be whispering. I think some of you guys are whispering. I'm late and I'm proud. All right, guys, it's recap time. It's recap time, baby. Look how many people are late and I'm late and I'm proud. It's recap time, baby. What is recap time? Hey, it's recap time, baby. This is the recap that we put on the recap time. So let me go ahead and see those emojis. I want to see the pins. Oh, I think we got a new emoji. I think we came out the popcorn. Yes, it's the popcorn, right? We started with the popcorn yesterday. Let me see the popcorn emojis. And let me see the popcorn emojis. Rule number 1. During that time, let me see the popcorn emojis. We're going to switch the popcorn emojis on deck with the pins too. But let's go ahead and see the popcorn emoji because it's recap time, baby. All right, so that's rule number 1. Or you can just put your favorite emoji. Rule number 2 is sometimes I tend to lose focus during these recaps. So sometimes I tend to lose focus during these recaps. So if you see me losing focus, be like, hey, dude, focus. You can just type focus. It like always snaps me out of it. But I've been getting better. But if you see me losing focus, just say, hey, Duke, focus. Okay? Cool. Rule number 3, you can't tell me to focus while I'm telling you the rules. You can't tell me focus while I'm saying the rules. Rules number 4 is you cannot tell me to give a recap when I got the recap on. Okay? Who's ready for the recap? I see you guys with the popcorn. Woo! All right, and if you don't have, if you can't put emojis, let's say like you're on a computer or you're on I don't know if an Android, but if you can't put the popcorn emojis, you can just put a lot of periods. Let me just see you put some periods. All right, because we're about to get started. All right, we're getting started in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Action. If you live in Texas, you can claim the winter storms as a natural disaster on your tax return. So the IRS came out and said, hey guys, if you live in Texas, we know you've been struggling. Guess what? We're going to provide you with some relief. So you're going to get some relief. This means if you suffered uninsured or unreimbursed disaster losses, Swift, I see your question up in the highlighted. Thank you so much for that $4.99. I got you. I'm gonna come back. This means if you suffered uninsured or unreimbursed disaster losses, you can claim that loss on your tax return. So let's say you just can't come home. Let's say you live in Texas, you just come home all of a sudden, but your pipes burst. You got water going everywhere. But like, you got water going everywhere, everywhere. It done messed up your computers. It done messed up your furniture. It done messed up the new rug you done got. It done messed up the TVs. It done messed up the baby's crib. It done messed up everything. All right, and let's say your insurance chooses not to claim that, or there's no way you have of getting that money back. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. You have no way of getting that money back. You can claim that loss on your tax return. So the only way you're able to do that if the IRS declares something, as a natural disaster. And the IRS has come out and said, hey, those winter storms is a natural disaster. So if you suffered any type of loss and you do not get paid for it or your insurance doesn't give it to you, You can claim that loss on your tax return. The IRS is also allowing Texas residents the IRS is also allowing Texas residents until June 15th to file and pay their taxes. So there's not going to be any penalties. Now, if you live somewhere else other than Texas, at the moment, you're still going to have to file your tax return on time, which is April 15th. But if you live in Texas, they are giving you till June 15th. This applies to businesses and self-employed. Also, today, California, what up, Cali? What up, Cali? What up, Cali? California passed its own $600 stimulus check. California came out and said, look, you see them fools up in there in Congress? You see them fools up in there, they taking too long. They talking about they taking too long. They said Joe Biden said he's gonna pass the stimulus checks immediately, right? They said back in January, if you vote blue, we're gonna send out those $2,000 stimulus checks immediately. Focus, okay. Anyways, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so they're saying they're taking too long. So they came out with their own stimulus package, which is $600. This is going to people who are making less than $30,000 a year. All right, so yeah, it's going to people making less than $30,000 a year, $30,000 a year. The $1,400 stimulus checks are expected to get voted on later this week. Today, Biden announced that he is cutting off big businesses who are applying for the PPP for 2 weeks. So you know them businesses that begun like 20 employees, more than 20, they got all the employees, some big old businesses. Biden said, look, I'm sick and tired of y'all taking all this money when there's other people who could qualify for it too. So for 2 weeks, starting on Wednesday, February 24th, he's saying big businesses, you are not allowed to apply for the PPP. You know who can? You know who can? The people with side hustles, the people with side gigs, the people who do DoorDash, the people who do Uber Eats, the people who are barbers, who cut lawns, the small businesses, right? Those smaller people, they cannot start applying for the PPP because these big businesses are getting in the way. So in the SBA also announced that they are basing your amount off of line Schedule C rather than line 31. So this is really big news when we're talking about the PPP, guys, because originally the PPP was going off of line 31, Schedule C. And if you don't know what Schedule C is, let me just explain it to you. When you do like these side hustles, when you in like side gigs, side hustles, OnlyFans, DoorDash, Uber Eats, you're a barber or you mow lawns or you have a small business, anytime you do any type of work like that, you're going to follow a Schedule C with your 2020 tax return, a Schedule C. Now, here's how Schedule C is broken down, okay? So at the top part of Schedule C is where you report your income. So all the money that you have made. So typically, if you like do something like DoorDash, or you'll get a 1099. You'll get a 1099 NEC. And that's the income you have, okay? So you have your income at the top, and then you have your expenses. All your expenses it's just like you can write off a lot of stuff. This is where you talk about the write-offs. So you have your income at the top, then you have your expenses, and at the bottom, line 31, you have what's called your net profit or loss. Your net profit or loss. So what's happening is that people maybe have like $50,000 in income and $60,000 in expenses, which means they have a loss of negative $10,000. So there's a lot of people with a negative number. And if you have a negative number, unfortunately, you cannot apply for the PPP. Well, that was the case. That is no longer the case because now the PPP is going off of line 7. It's going off your total income. And it's not taking into account for your expenses. So this is why this is really big news. There are so many people, so many businesses out there that may have operated at a loss and can no longer qualify for the PPP, which is no longer the case. This is really big. It's going to go off of line 7, Schedule C. I am hosting an event this Saturday talking all about the PPP. I'm going to walk you through how to apply, how to apply it again, how to get forgiveness. If you're interested in that, I am hosting a free event. You can use the link in my bio to register for that. All right, done with the recap. Boom. How you love it. All right, so let me answer this question that I highlighted. Ashley Pierce, thank you so much for that $199. I really appreciate that. Swift Davis, my wife is about to give birth to twins. Can she get get a shot? Lisa Davis is about to give birth to twins. Everybody, if you're watching this, everyone give a shout out to Lisa Davis. Lisa Davis is about to give birth to twins, and they're here watching this live. Isn't that exciting? So let's just give a shout out to Lisa Davis. Definitely wish her the best of luck. She's gonna be okay, and congratulations for that. That is so exciting. That is super, 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 super exciting. Strippers do count for the PPP. If you strip, you can apply for the PPP. Yes, you can. Yeah, if you do strippers, you can apply for the PPP. Yeah. Okay, congratulations. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Swift Davis. Everybody else on that, I see a lot of people from the hood. The people from the hood, people from the ghetto, people from the suburbs, they're also saying congratulations, and they're giving you all the support you need. I appreciate everyone doing that as well. And by the way, I'm saying the hood, the ghetto, so if you don't know, I do call TikTok the ghetto. You do have the opportunity to move out the ghetto and join us on the suburbs, which is Instagram. That's at Duke Plus Taxes. Or you can join on YouTube, and that's at Duke Plus Taxes as well. If I get approved for the EIDL, am I allowed to apply for this? Yes, absolutely. You can receive the EIDL in the PPP. All right, so let's get into some of these questions. Can a truck driver apply for the PPP? Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot to put this in my video. Oh my gosh. Okay. I totally forgot this. Oh my god. I guess I'll put it in tomorrow's video. Guys, you know how, hold on, let me answer this question. From Ashley, she heard a new cast at 1400% was going to $5,600 for. Is that true? No, that's not true, Amanda. Not that I heard of. Unless that's something new, not that I heard of. Okay, so Form 8915. I can't believe I forgot to put this in my video. Form 8915E. Okay, TurboTax it's on my Twitter though. So if you follow me on Twitter, you already know this. So make sure you follow me on Twitter because I put everything there. Form 8915E. TurboTax has came out and said they're estimating they're gonna start filing Form 8915E on February 25th. So Form 8915E is the form you file to claim those coronavirus-related distributions. So one, you don't get hit with that 10% penalty, and two, you can spread it out over 3 years. Now, Form 7202, TurboTax came out and said that what they say? Form 7202, they said they're going to estimate that e-file is going to be ready by March 11th. So currently, right now, if you forms. I get so excited that my words just like, and I need to slow down. Form 7202 is the form you file in order to claim the self-employed sick and family leave tax credit. This is a credit that can potentially increase your refund by $15,110. Currently, if you try to claim file Form 8915E or Form 7202, you will have to paper file your return. But the TurboTax, and this is all I heard from TurboTax, they said, hey, we're going to be ready by that. We're going to estimate 8915E is going to be ready by February 25th, and that Form 7202 will be ready by March 11th. All right. Whew. Cool. All right. I can't believe I freaking forgot that. Oh my gosh. I feel like a lot of people know. Does it include withdrawal from your 401k? Yes. So a coronavirus-related distribution is money you take from a qualified retirement account between January 1st, 2020 and December 30th, 2020. I don't know why they didn't give us 31st, but it's January 1st, 2020 through December 30th, 2020. And if you made a coronavirus-related distribution during that time, you won't get hit with that 10% penalty, and you can spread that money out over 3 years, so you're not paying the tax all at once. Okay. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. I know, I just completely forgot. What up, man? Duh, no worries. You got to hit that super chat. Yeah, that super chat, I see those. Do you apply for the PPP to any bank, or are there certain ones that banks? I recommend that you use the link that I have. and it's in my, I keep saying like in my bio on YouTube, but I don't know if I have a bio. I did not put the full link. Don't you click that. All right. So yeah, use this link to apply for the PPP. I'll go ahead and pin it. And if you guys are looking for the PPP, you can use the link in my bio to apply for the PPP. But I strongly recommend that you apply. All right. All right. So let's answer the question from him. Also, guys, if you haven't, make sure you check me out on YouTube. I post more videos there. I'm also streaming on the YouTube right now. Make sure you guys subscribe as well. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers. Like, I'm so excited to hit that. So we're so close to 10,000 subscribers. When are they voting on the bill? They'll start voting on this week. I do hair from home, no DBA. Yeah, so you don't have to have a DBA. You don't have to have an LLC. You don't have to have an EIN for the PPP. Any discussions about credit card assistance? I don't know. Hello, the Burbs are here. Burb, maybe born on 12/21, but haven't filed 2020 taxes. Can I get stimulus? Best way to ensure money. Yeah, so if your baby was born in 12/21/2020, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credit when you file 2020 tax return. Temporary tax failed a transmit return due to not entitled to file for more form sets. What does that mean? I'm not understanding the question. If you apply for a second PPP loan now and get it when the new stimulus is passed, would I be able to apply for that one? Unless they come out with a third PPP, then unfortunately no. Right now there's just two. So if you receive one PPP, you can receive that same amount again if you can meet certain qualifications. So that's the cool thing about that. Yeah. I just came here from the ghetto. Definitely like you, YouTube. Do you have to pay the PPP back? Hey, Carrie, welcome from the ghetto. See, Carrie moved from the ghetto to the YouTube. So, Carrie, I see more questions on the ghetto. On the YouTube. Carrie, I came from the ghetto. Definitely like you. Do you have to pay the PPP back? So, here's the thing. The PPP is what's called a forgivable loan. So, meaning that it's a grant with conditions. If you meet these conditions, then you do not have to pay it back. The number one, the primary condition that you have to meet is that you use at least 60% of the money to pay yourself or to pay your employees. If you do not have any employees, use 100% of the money to pay yourself, and you do not have to pay back the PPP. If your PPP amount, your PPP loan amount is $150,000 or less, you do not have to provide any proof when applying for forgiveness. There's no documentation. There's no look at my bank statements and so forth. There's no documentation. You just fill out this one-page form and you put, hey, I use 100% of the money to pay myself, and you are good to go. DeAndre, thank you so much for the $3. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, here from the ghetto. Jessica made it out the ghetto. Make sure you guys subscribe. We have 113 people watching and only 80 likes. What's going on, fam? What's going on, YouTube? 100 people watching and only 81 likes. Let's. By the time I look back over here, it better be at 100. By the time I'll be at 100 likes. All right, I got my first PPP. What do I do now? Patience, and hopefully it'll come through. Let's answer some more questions over here. If I only made $1,000 from DoorDash, yes. If you only made $1,000 from DoorDash, yes, you can apply. Absolutely. But it's like, but you have to have been doing that on or before February 15, 2020. That's the most important thing. So what about the stimulus? What about it? Amazon Flex qualified? Yes. If you receive a 1099, then yes. How long does it take the IRS to approve returns? They're approving them. So to approve a return, they can take it. Generally, a return can be approved in like minutes. Typically, you'll know it can take up to a couple hours, 24 hours. But sometimes your return is either approved instantly or a couple of minutes. Generally, after that, I've been seeing people get their refunds within a couple of days after getting approved. People are starting to get their refunds a couple of days after they're getting approved. But typically, you have the IRS has up. They're saying it takes up to 21 days. So there's people who's getting their like returns like instantly, not instantly, like a couple of days. Hall, thank you so much for that, Danielle Hall. Thank you so much for that $4.99 and $5. If I was already denied for PPP because my business lost, where can I apply again with Biden's stimulus? You see, I have a link that I pinned. You're going to want to apply there. Apply it there, right there. And I think those rules go into effect next week. Okay, so I don't know if they're in effect yet, but apply again. Yeah, guys, if you got denied for the PPP, you can now apply again. There's new rules. There's new things. Oh snap! We hit 100 likes. Good job. Good job. Oh. Shout out to all the moderators and shout out to everybody else who liked the videos and who's showing support. We just hit 117 likes on YouTube Live. Thank you guys so much. Awesome. Cool. That's so exciting. I really didn't think that. All right. Yeah. All right. Right. All right. All right. I don't see the link. The link is in my bio. I pinned it in the YouTube. Thank you. You're my. Oh, who said that? Thank you. You're my idol. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Where's the link to apply? The link's in my bio, so you would have to leave this. So you have two options. You can go ahead and apply for the PPP on your own, or we can apply together on Saturday in a Zoom meeting. Thank you for doing this for us every night. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you for following. Thank you for joining every light. But I do this for you. John would take drink some water. I do need some water. Oh, another thing. There is something else I gotta tell you guys. There's one more thing. So today, when this is why do I always gotta get water on my shirt? I need water on my shirt. Oh yeah, guys. So yeah, okay. So I gotta tell you something, guys. Something else. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's recap time. I was gonna say something important, and I was gonna say something important. Nope. Excuse me. Nope. Excuse me. I think I got everybody that time. It's recap time, baby. Let me see your popcorn emojis. Let me see your pins. Let me see your pins and popcorn emojis. Cause it's recap time. It's recap time. Woo! Woo! All right, guys, here's a little recap. Let me see your popcorn. Let me see your pins. Let me see your favorite emoji. If you don't have emojis, just put a bunch of periods, and I can shout you out. Put a bunch of periods. I see you, Joanne. Joanne with the periods. I see you, Joanne. Yes, if you don't have emojis, just put a bunch of periods because it's popcorn time. It's recap time, baby. All right, so that's rule number one. Let me see those emojis. Let me see the popcorn. Let me see. Who got some periods? I see you with the periods. I see you with the periods. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Recap time. You can probably put some periods. You can put some popcorn because we're about to get too into this thing. So that's rule number one. You gotta drop an emoji. If you don't drop an emoji, you gotta leave. Bye. All right, and it's just fun. It's fun when you put the emoji and you're joining everybody. It's just so much fun. So yeah, if you don't have emojis, you put a bunch of periods. Okay, that's rule number one. Rule number two is sometimes I might lose focus when I'm doing the recap. So if you do see me losing focus, just be like, dude, focus. And generally, that snaps you back out of it, and I can focus right back. Okay, cool. Rule number three is you cannot tell me to focus while I am saying the rules. Rule number four, you cannot tell me to recap while I got the recap on, baby. You see this recap? It's the recap time. So if everybody understands the rules, if everybody says, I want you to say, I understand the rules. Who's gonna say it first? Or you can just say yes. Like, just let me know. I need some affirmation that you guys understand the rules. You understand how soon can you apply for a second PPP after you got the first one, or the new requirement? As soon as you use the first one. Okay, understand. Okay, everybody understand. So you can apply. Thank you so much for that $499. But you can apply for the second PPP as soon as you use the first funds. But I'll go more of that Saturday if you want to register for that bit. Okay, you guys understand. So that means we're going to get started. So everyone be quiet. Everyone get your popcorn. Be quiet because we're starting soon. Shh, shh. We're going to start. Okay. 10, 6. If you live in Texas, you can claim your winter storms as a natural disaster now. So the IRS came out and said, hey guys, look, I know you guys been going through it down there. We're going to provide some tax relief for you guys. And here's what we're going to do. If you suffered any type of loss, like that wasn't covered by insurance or that you wasn't reimbursed for, you can claim that loss on your tax return. So let's say you got some pipes. You got some pipes in your house, and they burst. And this went everywhere. It went on your computers. It went on your shoes. It went on your pants. It went on your new rug. It just went everywhere. It messed up the walls. It messed up your plumbing. And let's say your insurance do not cover it, or they did not cover it, because some insurance companies require you to make a claim within 48 hours to receive that money. So let's say you forget to make that claim, or the insurance doesn't cover it, or they don't cover either any of it, or they only cover partial of it. Well, what you lose out on, or where you have to pay yourself out of your pocket to get that fixed, or whatever your loss was, you can claim that loss on your tax return. So that's one thing the IRS is allowing you to do. Excuse me. The other thing is, if you have, they're giving you till June 15th to file and pay your taxes. So that's another thing they're doing. They're giving you guys till June 15th to file and pay your taxes. This is for Texas residents. This is not for everybody right now. This is for Texas residents. This also applies to businesses and individuals. Also, today, California passed its own $600 stimulus checks for people making less than $30,000 a year that live in California. The $1,400 stimulus checks are expected to get voted on later this week. Today, Biden announced that he is cutting off big businesses from applying for the PPP for 2 weeks. So, big old businesses, they got like 20 employees, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 employees, and they just taking up all the room. But Biden said, Mr. Big Business, not today. Biden said, you are not allowed to apply for another 2 weeks. So Biden is saying, hey, all these bigger businesses with 20 or more employees, you cannot apply for PPP for 2 weeks. And that date starts on Wednesday, February 24th. You know who can apply instead? Well, what's the opposite of like big businesses? What about the little people? What about barbers, right? What about barbers? What about people who do DoorDash? What about people who do Instacart? What about people who do Amazon Flex? What about people who do Twitch? What about people who do YouTube? What about people who do TikTok, right? Those are the people that are going to be allowed to apply. So that's the best time to apply. And not only that, the SBA came out and said, hey, look, guys, instead of using line 31 on your Schedule C, we're going to use line 7. Whoa, wait, what's line 7? Well, let me tell you what Schedule C is first. So typically, if you're self-employed, you're an independent contractor, you're a small business owner, right? You're getting paid money, but it's not on a W-2. Like you're working, like you're doing something. You're working for money. It's not a W-2. It's not from stocks. It's not from interest. It's something you're doing. You're getting paid for, but it's not on a W-2, or it's not like passive income from like real estate. It's like you're doing something, right? Well, typically, if that's the case, you are going to have to file a Schedule C with your tax return. And here's how Schedule C works. There's two main sections of there's three main sections of Schedule C. There's three. The Schedule C is like a piece of paper. All right, so there's three main sections of Schedule C. At the top of Schedule C, you have your income, all of your income, right? And your total income is reported on line 7. So all the money you make from your business, your Twitch, your YouTube, it goes on line 7. If you receive a 1099 NEC or 1099, that goes on line 7. Your total income is what goes on the top of Schedule C. The next section of Schedule C is like a little bit bigger section, and this is where all your expenses go. All right, so all your expenses go right here in this middle section. And then at the bottom of Schedule C, you have what's called a line 31. And a line 31, it pretty much takes your total income minus your expenses equals your net profit or your net loss. So here's the thing. This number can sometimes be a negative number, right? Because if you have more expenses than you do income, that means you have a loss. That means you have a negative number. So a lot of people who could have got the PPP were not allowed to apply for the PPP because they had a negative number. So you weren't allowed to take the PPP if you had a negative number. Now the PPP is not going off of line 31 no more. It's not going off the middle section no more either. It is going off that line 7 at the top. So it's going off your total income. So what this means is that more people will be able to qualify for more of this free money. Seriously. If you want to apply, I have the link pinned over here on YouTube. It's right there at the top. If you're looking to apply for this PPP, I also have the link that you can apply in my bio. But let's say you have two options. You can apply by yourself by using the link in my bio, or we can apply together. If you're the type of person like, hey, Duke, I want to apply with you. Let's do this together. I am hosting an event this Saturday. It's free. You can register going to the link in my bio, and we're going to walk through the PPP together. Don't recap. That's it. Done. It's over with. Woo! That was a pretty good recap. I felt that in my esophagus. Hi, guys. All right, so if this is your first time here, go ahead and tell me what your name is so I can greet you. I haven't greeted you guys, anybody. So let me know, what is your name? I missed it. How you missed it, girl? If you do miss the recap, shout out to the people who's always like, drink some water, dude. Shout out to y'all. Christina, what up, Jenny? What up, Cammy? What up, Tony? Precious, Darlene, Destiny, Calandra, Abigail. What up, baby Ash? All right, what up, Mika? Brown Eyes, Miriam. What up, Miriam? What up, Tisa? All right, guys. What up, Roxanne with the X's? Student. Oh, never mind. You saying something. What up, Rose? What up, Katie? What up, Angela? What up? What up? What up? You're welcome, Boss S Manager. Thank you so much for saying thank you. Honestly, catch another. Oh my gosh, guys! If this is your first time here, I do call Tiki Taki. Right now, you're probably watching on Tiki Taki. I do call Tiki Taki the hood, the ghetto. If you ever want to move out the hood, the ghetto, you can always join me on Instagram. I'll also stream on Instagram. We call Instagram the suburbs. It's like 40 people over here. Sometimes it's 20. It's very quiet. It's very subtle, very exquisite. But you can follow me on Instagram. That's at Duke Loves Taxes. Or you can join my favorite spot. My favorite spot, the spot I like the most, is YouTube. So that's family. YouTube is the family. That's the fam. They love me. I love them. Or you can join YouTube. It's at Duke Loves Taxes as well. And then lastly, if you want instant stimulus updates, you're going to want to follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is at Duke Loves Taxes. So all my platforms, you can look for at Duke Loves Taxes. Speaking of Twitter, I did post on Twitter that I forgot to say, but that I didn't mention in this video or the recap, is that if you're filing for an 8915E with your tax return, TurboTax is estimating that that's going to be ready to be e-filed starting on February 25th. Form 8915E, that's E as in electricity, 8915E as in electricity. That's a form you file if you want to, that's a form you file if you made a coronavirus-related distribution. A coronavirus-related distribution is money you take out of your retirement account, a qualified retirement account between January 1st, 2020 and December 30th, 2020. They didn't give you the 31st. It's just January 1st, 2020 through December 30th, 2020. Typically, when you take money out of a retirement account early, you have to pay a 10% penalty and you have to pay tax on all that money. Well, not this time. You can avoid that 10% penalty, and you can spread the tax over 3 years by filing Form 8915E with your personal tax return. That form, TurboTax said, will be available around February 25th, 2021. The second form is Form 7202. A lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh, TurboTax said I can't file it. Well, Form 7202 is a form you file with your tax return if you want to claim the self-employed sick and family leave tax credit. This tax credit can increase your refund by $15,110 if you're self-employed and you missed your self-employment work because of something related to coronavirus. Like, let's say you were subject to a state or local federal quarantine, or your kids were subject to a state or local quarantine, or you missed work. You missed self-employment work because your kids were not in school and you had to watch them. You can claim this credit as well. Well, if you try to claim this credit now, you won't be able to e-file your tax return. It's going to say you have to paper file your tax return. Well, TurboTax came out and they said they're working on getting that updated by March 11th, 2021. Woo! Okay, that's the thing I forgot to say in the video I posted today. So now I'm like, dang. Okay. All right. So so I always start the questions on the YouTube. So I'm gonna start with my family. Oh, we do have a question in the country. Oh yeah. So if you ever want to join the country is Twitter because like nobody's there. But we do a question from Twitter. Foreign. What if I didn't get an update on IRS to go? I claim the child tax credit. Check your bank account because it seems like the IRS is wrong and like it seems like they're just hitting the bank account. But other than that, it looks like the IRS is behind. So let's start with some questions from the fam. Then we'll answer some questions from the Instagrammy, which is the suburbs, and then we'll answer some questions from the ghetto, the tiki-taki. So what's up? Can I apply for the new business PPP if I did not apply for the first PPP, but did apply for and receive the EIDL grants? Can I apply for the small business PPP if I did not apply for the first PPP, but did apply for? Yeah, you can apply for the first draw PPP. Yeah, so you're going to want to apply for the first. You're going to want to apply for the first draw PPP, and then you can apply for the second draw PPP. But yes, you can apply for the PPP and receive the EIDL as well. Anything on child tax credit? Will filing single receive $3,600? So the child tax credit is still being talked about right now. So that's expected to get voted on this week. So the new child tax credit, it will start to get voted on this week. It does not affect your 2020 tax return. So yeah, and if you're filing single, you still claim it. Then yes, if your kid is age between age 0 and 5. Are the college students receiving any stimulus? So yes, college students will be eligible for the $1,400 stimulus check. So whoever's claiming you, so the adult dependent or your parents, if they're claiming you, they will receive that. All right, so let's answer some questions from the suburbs, and we'll go over here to the ghetto. All right, so what does this one say? So how many stimulus checks are out right now? Those checks are talking about a third one right now. All right. Did the income change in the new stimulus bill? The income limits are the same. The income limits are the same. The phase out is a little bit different. Can we reassign from jobs and still get unemployment? I'm not 100% sure. Unemployment forgiveness update. So there's no unemployment. Unfortunately, there's no unemployment forgiveness update. Can we go? Do we got to apply for the CA stimmy? From what I heard, it's going to go off your state tax return. and typically they'll distribute those funds within 45 to 60 days after receiving your state refund. Chris Dag, what up, Chris Dag? Hi. What happens if you still haven't got your $600 stimulus checks? If you still have not received your $600 stimulus check, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credits when you file your 2020 tax return. How can I use line 7 in my second draw PPP? I have no idea. So that's a good question because I don't know yet. Unless I don't know who's did you use the link in my bio? Because if you did, I may know. But actually, I don't know. All right. So let's answer some questions from the ghetto. What up, ghetto? If you like being in the hood, the ghetto, let me know. Let me see your hands in the air. Let me see your hands in the air. If you like being in the hood, you like being in the ghetto, you like it over here, let me see those hands. Can you answer the question about unemployment forgiveness? No update on unemployment forgiveness. I did DoorDash. Can I apply for the PP? Yes. MGC like being in the I love the ghetto, period. I love the ghetto. It's lit in the hood. And still love forgiveness. The best food in the ghetto. Heck yeah. So no, still no. Did we pass it yet? Nope. They're still talking about it. If you're self-employed, do you need a business license to apply? No, you do not need a business license to apply. Will student loans take my refund? No, student loan has paused their collection activities till September 30th, 2021. What if unemployment forgiveness? No update on unemployment forgiveness. What if we didn't? Why is the IRS not working? This is the IRS. Their funding has been cut, so IRS is kind of old school. They're working on updating their systems. Have you done a recap? I've done a lot of recaps. I love the ghetto. Does the ACTC cap at 3 kids? So the additional child tax credit does not cap at 3 kids. You can claim as many kids as you want. The earned income tax credit is the one that caps at 3 kids. Thanks. You're absolutely welcome. TurboTax messed up my capital losses. Do I need to amend? Yes. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for saying thank you. Lachey Davis with the $2.99. Can you elaborate more on California stimulus? So I don't know too much details about it. I just know the surface. You know how like people be like, hey, look at the iceberg, and they got all this stuff at the bottom. I don't know. You know how you look at a pizza and you can tell that's a pepperoni pizza, but you don't know all the ingredients. That's how I know about the California stimulus check. I just know it's a pepperoni pizza. So pretty much what I know when it comes with the California stimulus check, with the California stimulus is that, hey, they're sending out $600 stimulus checks for people who make less than $30,000 a year. They're going to go off if you receive the California, if you claim to receive the California earned income tax credit, they're going to go off for state's refund, and they're typically going to give out those funds within 45 to 60 days after you receive your state refund. That's all I know. Hope that makes sense. I wanted to say thank you, though. Who didn't say thank you? Or you want me to say thank you? Thank you. Will PPP affect this year's tax return? No. Can you apply for a second? Yes. All right. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 8:54, guys. Woo! How have we already done an hour? Who's been here the whole hour? Woo! It's already 8:54, guys. Thank you. You're such a sweetheart for doing this. Thank you for educating us. We need more like you, but you're kind, Duke, in the building. That is such a nice comment. That was very well written as well, Lady Bay 08. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, look, another thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're welcome. Amanda, what the thank you. Amanda's consistent viewer here. Amanda's really cool. Bosses Managers is another consistent viewer. DD Services is another consistent viewer. What's up, you guys? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh, Lachey Davis is also another consistent one. Thank you so much for everything. Absolutely welcome, guys. Thank you so much for saying thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. We are live. I am live every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time. If you missed the recap and you want to rewatch this, I'm being live, like pull this live, you can see my face. All right. You can catch catch the replay on the YouTube or you watch it on Instagram, whatever floats your boat. The only reason I'm going to push you to go to YouTube because I want you to subscribe to my YouTube. I am very close to 10,000 subscribers. Like, for example, if everybody was watching this, all 600 of you guys go subscribe to me, I'll hit 10,000. But you can do whatever you want. You don't have to go subscribe. You can just leave this live and forget about me for the rest of your life. Okay, so I'm going to just kidding. I want to say goodnight to all you guys. I hope you like sleep amazing. I know that's really weird to say. Oh, look, someone said they're going to subscribe. I really appreciate you. You are a real one. Welcome to the family. Guys, if you enjoyed this live, on my most recent video, oh, you're new here. Hi, new guy, or new person. If you enjoyed this live, it would mean the world to me if you could tell me how much you enjoyed this live, and I can read it. So don't DM me, don't comment on a random video. What I want you to do is on my most recent video, I'm going to start the thread. On my most recent video, I'm going to comment, hey, what did you think about tonight's live? If you can go leave a comment underneath that comment, that way I can read it and I can like your comment and I can respond. Don't ask me a question there. Please don't ask a question. Just literally just tell me, what did you think about tonight's live? If you want to say I'm so fine, make sure you go say I'm so fine underneath that comment. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so on my most recent video, I read all of those. I can read, because it's like, seriously guys, it's like only 12 people actually do it. So I can actually read like all 12 of those. So on my most recent video, I'm going to comment, what did you think about tonight's live? I can't wait to read it. All right, guys. Bye-bye. All right. That was 16.9. All right. Oh my gosh, we got about 30 people still left in here, guys. You better go to sleep. You guys better go to sleep. All right, good night, guys. What's the YouTube with your fine self? Hey, my YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. At Duke Loves Taxes. You can find it there. All right, yeah. So I'm going to say good night to all you guys. All 40. This is a little high right now. 40. Oh, well, 2 just left. All right, so I'm going to say good night to you guys. Thank you for joining the live. I am live every single day. If you did enjoy this live, on my most recent video, go leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, guys. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Good night, everybody from the family. I always say good night to you guys first. What's your Insta? My Insta is, excuse me, my Insta is at Duke Loves Taxes. Duke, can we get a special family? Okay, I'm doing this final recap. I'm gonna go to sleep. All right. All right. If you live in Texas, you can claim the winter storms as a natural disaster on your tax return. This means if you suffer like an uninsured or unreimbursed disaster loss, you can claim that loss on your tax return. So let's say like your pipes burst and ruined like your computers and ruined your walls, your plumbing, like everything you care about, your little precious items. And insurance didn't cover that, or you weren't reimbursed for that expenses, you can claim that loss on your tax return. By claiming that loss, it can potentially reduce the amount of taxes you pay, or it increases your refund by doing that. If you have already filed your 2020 tax return, you can claim it on your 2021 tax return. The IRS also announced that they were giving Texas residents until June 15th to file and pay their taxes. Amanda, thank you so much for that $4.99. $4.99. Man, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you for the focus. All right. The IRS is giving tax residents until June 15th to file and pay their taxes. This applies to businesses and individuals. Today, California also passed its own $600 stimulus checks for people making less than $30,000 in the state of California. Pretty much that, it's for people who filed and claimed the recovery rebate credit. For people who claim the California earned income tax credits on their state tax returns. So pretty much what I read is that, hey, it's going to take 45 to 60 days after you receive your state refund to receive this additional $600. Now, the $1,400 stimulus checks are expected to get voted on this week, as well as the child tax credit, the unemployment, all that fun stuff that we've been talking about since January. That's expected to get voted on later this week. Then today, Biden announced that he is cutting off big businesses from applying for the PPP for 2 whole weeks. So those businesses that we got like 20 employees, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Biden said, look, I'm gonna tell you something. If you got 20 or more employees, you can apply for the PPP for 2 weeks, starting on Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. The people who can apply are the smaller people, or the people who do like DoorDash, or the people who do like Instacart, or people who do Twitch, or who do YouTube, or they're a small business owner, or they're a barber, or they're a beautician, or they do nails. Those people can start applying for the PPP. And they already can, but there's going to be hyper focus. Also, the SBA announced that for the PPP, they're going to go off line 7 of your Schedule C instead of line 31. So if you don't know what a Schedule C is, all those professions I just named, like the Instacart, the barbers, all those. When you file your tax return, you file a Schedule C. You file a Schedule C with your personal tax return. All right. So there's 2 sections of Schedule C. At the top of Schedule C, it's your income. You have your income at the top of Schedule C. In the middle part, you have your expenses. At the bottom, you have what's called your net income. All right. So at the top, where all your income is, your total income is reported on line 7. Your total income is reported on line 7. In the middle of Schedule C, you got all your little expenses, your little write-offs, the home off. You got the home office deduction. You can write off your cell phone. You can write off your internet. You can write off rent. That's where you write off all this stuff right here in Schedule C. And at the bottom of Schedule C, you have what's called your net profit, which is line 31. Line 31 is your net profit. So currently, how the PPP is working, it's going off your line 31. So there's a lot of people who may have a negative number, right? Because if you have more expenses than you do have income, that means you will have a negative number on line 31, Schedule C, which disqualifies you for the PPP. Well, not no more, baby. Not no more. Because it's going to go off your total income, which is line 7. It's going to go off your total income. Those rules are expected to go into effect starting in next week. So what this means is that more people can qualify for more of this PPP money, which is free money. All right. So yeah, hope you guys like that family edition live. Did it for you guys. Duke link is also posted. Yeah, the Zooming, the register for the event. Event, right. Yeah, the register for that PPP event. There you go. All right. Peace out, baby. Peace out. Good night. Make good decisions. Do the right thing. And I'm live every day at 8 p.m. Central Time. Guys, if you do enjoy these lives, make sure you go leave a comment on one of my most recent YouTube videos. Just tell me what you think about the lives. Maybe invite people, like, yeah, hey, if you read my comment, go join these lives. If you're us, we have someone from the country watching. Hi, sweet F Vodka. How many people are watching over there with you? Cool. We have people from the country watching. Hi, Sweet F Vodka. Good night to you as well. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I am live every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time.